Here it is, day 2. Hey, the voice actor of Gordolf is acting really nice. That's awesome. It says, I want to know more about FGO, so I'm here on this stage. It says, yeah, I got presidential privilege. Woo! Let's go. It's like, how do you like this? And like, that's amazing. It's like, whoa. FGO's wild and there's so many people. It's surprising. Like, for real. Like, you guys enjoying yourself? Hey, what's up, y'all? And so, yeah, I talked about it with the voice actor Gareth, and she came in, and then now inviting you so you can teach me. Be like, thanks, man. Thanks for inviting me in this little venue. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Without the venue, I think the MC is gonna be here soon. Very soon. So let's sit down, everybody. Teacher's gonna be here. She's gonna teach us, or he's gonna teach us, whoever it is. It says, what up, guys? Oh, my boy! Yes, best interns here, chat. Feels good, man. It's like, oh, wait, teacher, shouldn't we, should we, stand up and, bow respect before we sit down? It says, yes, please sit down once again. So if you don't know, that's the voice actor of Gordolf. So we're going to be showing you guys how amazing FGO is and teaching the newbies and those who do not know much tips and tricks. I'm going to be the supporter of the teacher today. My boy Aoyama. He's the best intern out of any intern. So it says, yeah, Mr. Gordolf has no clue of FGO, so we're here to teach him how to what? It says, yeah, like it is a quote unquote request from Mr. Gordolf. After all, it's something we must do. It says, Mr. Support, Mr. Aoyama, aka the voice actor of Arash. Not voice actor of Arash. Mr. Aoyama, who's next to the voice actor of Nito. So, aka, stop recording, stop taking pictures. You know what it is. The classic, baby. Knock that shit up. Except live streaming, because I'm an official, unofficial live streamer that translates. It says, I'm the voice actor Gordolf. Experience when it comes to FGO. I downloaded the game, but I'm so scared that I haven't pressed played yet. Experience in FGO wise, I'm very new. But I was able to welcome Miss Gareth back. I just started though. Right? I think from where I heard she beat like the first. Yeah, what about stories continue? How far have you gone in story wise? I think I beat Fuyuki. So she's still very baby chicken training. It says, yes, I did beat Fuyuki, though. It says, last but not least, Mr. Tsuruoka. It says, you guys in the venue. And those who are in the view of online. Jill the Ray is going to have an amazing seat to teach them the ways of the game. Make sure you guys are hydrated. Understood? You guys got water? You hydrating? Good, good. You guys are wonderful children. Then let's have this festivities up to its limits. So if you guys don't know, that's the voice actor of Jill Day Ray, Saber, Recaster, Arash. There you go. You've heard him. He's the cool. It says currently we're gonna have to support them. I'm here. I'm here to teach them how it's done. I said, yeah, I said Mr. Tsuruoka-san, and next thing I know, got Jill Castor coming in. So it was a very, very wonderful treat. It says, I heard you play FGO. How far have you gotten? It says, yeah, yes. I started ever since FGO came out. It's like, yeah, please. It says, I'm a new master with my name as the new master. So it says, how do you think about the festivities? I'm like, I'm not gonna lie. FGO is just amazing with radiancy and pressure. Like, that's wild. Every year, this much people be gathering? That's cool. By the way, he's like 50 years old. He's a veteran in voice acting, but he's very new when it comes to this. It says, don't worry, anything my favorite, I'm going to be showing you how it's done. So this is going to be essentially learning by newbies. So let's start the lesson, shall we? We got a lot of lessons to go over. So let's go with lesson number 1, or today what we're going to be learning. Oh, okay. So if you guys don't know, we've asked you guys the question. We got about 1,000 tips and tricks from you guys to teach Mr. Gordolf and the others what is a what when it comes to playing FGO. So here's the first curriculum. What is Fate Grand Order? It's like, wow, teacher, you're going to go far and beyond and start acting up like that, huh? And be like, yes, I will be doing some wild things. So what is FGO as a content? It says, before you involved in FGO, where did you hear it from? Before Fate FGO, I touched Fate Zero. That was my first time kind of touching Fate product, and I fell in love with the characters, all of it. And when I read it, and went forward to Stay Night and went everywhere, and it just went wild. And the story of individuality has just touched me to the point that I know and realize that there's a lot. It's going to be a long time for me to get unstuck in this world. It's a very wonderful application game that'll get you hooked in line and sinker of story and character. It says, yeah, I've only voiced acted characters and servants and whatnot from the very beginning. So when it comes to Fate series, like All Stars, I was able to voice act and join in at that before FGO came in. So I was just kind of already involved and in love with it. At the same time, the fact that you play the game now in FGO mobile, fight together as masters and servants, and go through overcoming circumstances and difficult trials is just wonderful. This is Mr. Imaruoka. How about you, sir? It says the recording of FGO came out of nowhere for me. I thought it was just a regular video game. I never thought I was going to be the narration part. Because I believe you're the first time talking about the Sin, right? The LB3. I don't know what was going on, but I was kind of been told, like, I'm going to be the voice actor of this said character, so I was kind of surprised. It says there's a lot of gimmick and personalities, unique characters left and right. And so whenever I heard my voice in charge, there's just so wrong. My information of my character was completely wrong in my first impression, so I had to do my research and had to know everything from my boy from head to start. It says, I was lucky enough that Mr. I Aoyama was able to kind of adjust him to the right direction when it comes to the recording for the first time. Like, I was kind of explaining how he should be acting towards Koyanskaya and, like, the relationship with him and kind of TLDR. It says, thank you so much for being there in the recording booth to tell me what's up. It says, yeah, I hate Gordolf. Like, before he got voice and before we started, like, he was just such a bad guy, you know? Like, he comes in as an asshole. But, like, now I'm in love with him, you know? Like, I think everybody feels the same way, don't you think so? Like, I'm glad you guys like my character, man. Like, he's got that plus alpha. I'd be like, exactly, you know? I'm the man, baby. I got this Riz. But yeah, the voice fits him perfectly. It says, yeah, now that we finally realize that you're the one that's saying all these things, makes things 1000% amazing. And now that if you played Season 2, aka Part 2, it says, I'm glad that you're the voice actor of the character. It says, yeah, I don't voice too much in games, so, you know, you guys have to use your imagination. Yeah, I'm really grateful to be a voice of such an amazing character that a lot of people have such emotion for. It says, yeah, Gordolf is kind of a character that his stock gets raised no matter what he does now. He's just kind of a great guy. It's like, you might not understand it because you might not have played and get to know him a lot more, but he's just a great character that you're doing. So it says, yeah, Mr. Aoyama. So teacher. True Excel. True Excel. Oh, damn, she played Prisma Ilia in between. So she played Type Moon. She didn't know that Type Moon was all connected. So I think she went FGO, she went Perilia, and then Fate, and she didn't get it that Type Moon was all connected to an extent, and then she realized it. I said, yeah, I've listened to Fate Radio. When I was high school, I listened to Fate Zero, so it was kind of wild. Like, isn't that crazy? Like, you listened to the show when you were in high school? Like, that's crazy. It says, I think I was already an adult and working. It says, yeah, you guys had an amazing, you know, like, our adolescents were definitely backed up by Zero and Fate Stay Night. But anyway, let's get back to the topic. We're going to be talking about FGO and how great this game is, and we're going to have questions and tips to tell you all to get better on by the people for the people. So here is Master Kuro specifically saying, watching Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade work, if you watch it very first, you'll get to know the pace, the world, and Injo. And simultaneously, you will get to, you don't have to learn about the FGO amazing spoilers right off the bat because the show will tell you. So I highly recommend watching Unlimited Blade Works before stepping into FGO. Simultaneously, if you watch Fate Stay Night, FGO World gets 100% better. It says it just kind of shows you that there's many ways to enter this world. Like, you could join in from anime to just start the game, or even manga, or even light novel, too. Yeah, I think it's necessary to watch these movies, like Fate Zero and Fate OG. Like, the difference in content, like, difference in storytelling is just wonderful. It says, I have no clue. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I've never watched those shows. It's like, it's okay, director. It's okay. You can still stay calm. Like, I have no clue what you guys are talking about. I'm so lost. So let's talk about a little bit of data of FGO, shall we? So I'll be showing you a little bit of data from FGO. So if you see the slide for me here. So if you guys don't know, FGO started at 2015 on the JP side on July. Next information is that it's currently it's over 700,000 millions, I think it was. 700 million plus? Yeah. 700 million plus at least. There's a story that's over 5 million words. It's way beyond encyclopedia, whatnot. Be like, damn, that's a lot of words. Is it 5 billion or million? I can't remember the JP country translation. Currently, there is 376 servants. It's like, that's a lot of servants. Damn. Like, what's going on here? You guys get to choose from that? It says, yeah, I guess it is a lot now that you think about it. So last but not least, there's about 1,886 craft assets in total. It's like, what? That's a lot, isn't it? It depends on the servants and depending on what kind of craft essence, and some of them are just really pretty. Like, it's in practically infinity combination. It's like, what do you think? Impressed, sir? Like, it's insane, the industry's pushing it this far. Yeah, we're kind of like showing it off like a comedic relief. But yeah, now that you like look over it from the get-go, like there is quite the abundant amount. But from here on out, we're going to be talking about the newbies and how they can move on. So here's a little bit of two little things that you can bust out. I understand and I have no clue what you're saying. So please judge what's going to happen in the following thing using these panels. So here's a question for you all. Baba Boy. What should you do right when you start with the game? I heard there's like an efficiency way and favoritism way. I think the very first thing you should do so that's what I asked the question. I wanna be kind of efficient, but at the same time be able to be very strong. Like I think that question is very powerful and definitely wanted to be all asked by a lot of people. There's many ways, but let me tell you one way here. Here you go. Leveling your servants. That is very important. Yes. If you guys know what leveling up your servant means, it says, I have no clue. It says, I kind of get it. Of course. It says, of course I do. So 2 people gets it, 1 person doesn't get it. Remember, the voice actor Gordolf has never touched FGO, so he has no clue. So there is a lot of experience. Master EXP, Servant EXP, Mystic EXP, and Craft Essence EXP. A lot of servants and things can have EXP relevance. By leveling up individual things like that, you'll be able to move forward through story easier. It says sometimes just battling will not level up. You need, what's leveling up is bonding. It says, even level 1 Saber can beat Karna. So I'm so sorry. It says, even though he might be a great servant, 5-star and AoE Karna, he sometimes can lose against the class advantaged character. So you have to level them up. It says, if there's a lot of Sabers, a Lancer that is weak against it get beat up really easily. That also includes Mr. Karna. So leveling up your servants can prevent that from getting insta-killed. If you guys don't know, currently we're going to have some campaign of EXPs. Collecting EXP cards to leveling up your servants is one of the more important things to move your servants forward to enjoy the game. Simultaneously, there's another pathway of just having friends with strong friends. Like, it's always whenever you start the game, you have low EXP, low levels. There is a friend things. You might see a little differentiations in numbers. You definitely want to request friend. Like even, clicking on follow button. If you send 10, right? If you send 10 requests, FGO people will accept about 3 of them. So it's definitely FGO. FGO is very friendly. And then I have a saying that if I see a newbie kind of request, I kind of say okay to kind of give them a boost, So it says, yeah, you get to borrow your friend's servants, just one every battle or so. So it's really nice to start, looking for nice friends. It says, yeah, if I make you my friend, I get to use your servant and I get to make mine stronger? Like, in a way, yes. It's because you're helping me, I get some friend points, and you get some friend points, and we both benefit. And be like, that sounds great. You be my friend then? Be like, of course. It says, yes, it's very important to find friends and using follower system, right? It says for new people, you might be too weak and you might say you might be in the way, but we sincerely recommend still asking it, right? Because friend points and getting friend points is a very happy thing for even the veteran player side. They'll probably talk about follower system very soon. So it says, yeah, everybody's like, you like friend points, right? And everybody's clapping. It's his first thing I think a new player should definitely do, is make some friends and just kind of go through story and get some levels for Embers. It says, yeah, if you can get your friend list, your support list filled, even if it's just level 1. If you fill the entire friends list with support list and with craft essence and level 1 servants, at least the player can see that you're determined to play the game. So we recommend doing that and start asking for friend requests. It says, yeah, I think the newest way to get friendly servants and whatnots and borrowing friend servants is much easier than ever before, because you can do Noble Phantasm and it's easier for friend point grinding and all that jazz. So without further ado, next question. Is there an efficient way to do all this? I'd be like, that's me. It says, yeah, I was wondering how efficient things can get, so I asked this question. It says, I have a lot of things to say, but first I've got one thing to tell you. Here it is. It says, yeah, just because they're rare servants, don't underestimate them. It says, yeah, remember guys, this is going to be on the test, so you better write that shit down. Don't underestimate low servants. It says, it's going to come out in the test. Write that down. It's like, you guys get this? Do you understand what it means? It says, I have no clue what this is. I don't know what he mean. I got it. Like, it's so high up in the air, he understands. I kind of want to get it. It says, of course, the 5 stars and the 4 stars are very powerful too. But it takes a lot of embers and mats to level them up. But low stars are very efficient and cost effective and very powerful if you treat them correctly. So it's highly recommend leveling up like Ku Fulin, right? This is my favorite opinion and favorite character, of course. I'll be telling you my best. Somebody like him and other low servants. Simultaneously, Arash. Yeah, Arash. I think everybody leveled up Arash and appreciate how great he is. So if you don't know, by using Mr. Arash's Noble Phantasm, it's so powerful, but at the same time, he has to take a leave. To be honest, to some people it's a debuff, but it allows people in the back, if you put them strong one, you could swap them. So the debuff can become like a nice buff, and it's in a way. It says every time we Stella, we thank him for his hard work. It says, yeah, master. So essentially, he said it in the voices like, you putting me to work, and thanks for using me, right? It says, what's your favorite servant? So like you said, you started in Fuyuki, right? Like, there's not a lot of strong enemies. So you definitely want to learn how to fight with affinities. It says I have two servants that I voice, Spartacus and Caligula. They're very powerful. They're berserkers and they're all class variant at the moment. Simultaneously, they're friend point summonable. So you're always welcome to pick them up to use them to your regiment. He says, "How many characters are you doing there, Bucko?" He's like, "I've got about 5 servants." What? Did he said 5? Hey, hold up! I want to do 5 servant voice acting. It says, "Yeah, hey guys, I want to do more voice acting for more servants." Is president? Do I go out there? You know, Gordolf? Does Gordolf go out there and fight servants? Oh, so I don't go on the front lines? No, you're a commander. You're a commander, so you don't go outside. You're kind of the leader that kind of tells us what to do and whatnot. You're the brain, Mr. Director. So this is I see. So we got a couple more comments here and suggestions from guests. It says, "Don't sell the rare servants. Raise them." I know it sounds sus, but it's something that we've been told left and right. I know that 4 and 5 stars are very alluring, and you'll probably use them a lot of the times. But new master, I swear to God, even if you beat the newest servants, you will always struggle in cost. So the low servants, even though they might not be strong as the others, they provide the unique cost value and amazing capabilities that might not be able to pop off until late game, if not early mid game. So if you guys don't know, if you stack up all 5-star servants, you can't really put good craft essence. Or if you get too much 5-star servants, you'll kind of start to get unbalanced in your systems of, characters regimen. So it's really nice to level up your low servants so you can have like a strong servant and strong craft essence and low star servant with strong craft essence to kind of have that mix match and balance so that your roster is also full and won't have any problem having empty slots. And then they're essentially saying, hey, level up your low star servants, right? They're very important. It says, yeah, don't sell it just because they're a low servant. Don't turn them into material. These children are treasures. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of different difficult situations that they will pop off from, right? It says, yeah, we recommend the low rare servants have their unique skill strength. It says, yeah, skill level up, you can definitely put it in the back burner because leveling up the servant first will get their base stats up and able to survive, and then leveling up their skills good. Mash. It says, when it comes to the top tier, low rare cost servant rarity is Mash. She is cost 0. She is a must have servant to level up. It says Mash is super strong and OP. Her defense gimmick is so strong that she's a reliable gal. It says, at the time, I was keep leveling up other servants besides Mash, and Mash's leveling up was half-assed. Ever since about the 5th singularity, I leveled her maxed, and when I struggled my battles few more, I've added materials and kept her skill to max, and then started to realize how great and amazing that her efficiency is. This is users. It says, yeah, you get to pick up your story summons, 1 5 stars. I sincerely recommend picking up Waver. My sister picked Waver as a 5-star pickup. In 3 months, she went from Fuyuki to Toramu, aka 6.5. If you don't know, out of like 36 5-star servants, you get 1 for free. You get to have 1 5-star for free for everything as a permanent gimmick. Like, there's a lot of cool things. Kuhulan Altar, Artorias Saber, Artorias Saber. You get to kind of choose whatever you like. It says, yeah, there's also a 1 max ascension capability, so maybe, yeah, you can sometimes go for an option is pick up your favorite 5 servant, max ascend them, and then start going through training to, level up your servants to get EXP for your other servants to level them up more and more. It's like, are you catching up? Do you understand what we're catching? It says, I have no clue. It says, I'm sorry, guys. I have no clue what you guys are saying. It says, yeah, I'm still believing that Mr. Gordolf is going to understand us one day. But I'm pretty sure the newbie FGO... Oh, yeah, we're getting through the newbie FGOs. Players. It says, if there's something we do every day, please let us know. So it says, a lot of people says, like last login 5-star seat, 5-star tickets and other advice I've been giving in the back. But is there like a daily tips and tricks that I should do to make it more efficient or whatnot? Sensei, what should I do? It says, Sensei got a lot of answer to that simple question, but I got one of them. Here you go. It's logging in. Yeah, it's very simple, but very strong terminology. It says, do you guys understand what that means? It's like, what do you mean by turning it on? It's like, or you mean just turning on the app? Oh, then I know. Yeah, I know. Just turning on the app. I get that. Yeah, just turning on FGO. It says, first, let's all log in. Just by going in and logging into the game, it allows you to get that quote-unquote login bonus. It says, yeah, if you log in and do it enough, you get 30 Syncords as a login bonus reward. Of course, after you log in, doing a couple of daily quests to get mana prisms and tickets, and allows yourself to kind of get more motivated. And so, what do you guys think? Do you guys get it? It says, I can log in. I get what you're saying now. Even I can log in. Even though you guys were talking about gibbers, let's log in. Woo! This will be our last question. Here we go. What should you prioritize in the end? It says, I've heard tips and tricks. In the end, how should I start first? That is a good question, Miss Gareth. Sensei, you got a lot of answer, but this is the one I'm gonna tell you. Start the main story and joining an event and have fun. This sounds like basic crap that I feel like I'm not saying anything, but it's a very important term, Do you guys get what I'm trying to say? It says, I get it. Does the director get it? Do you get it? Yeah, yes. I think I got it. I think I got your drift. So if you don't know, whenever you want to join an event, there is some event requirements. So sometimes it gets higher than usual. So make sure you guys continue your main story. It's a very important thing that you should do every day. But just doing the main story little by little, you'll be able to join in some events. Sometimes some of the events are high tier. Very difficult. So you have to catch up when that happens. But most of them are Fuyuki level. You got to munch on these things called apples, and then these apples are the golden flavored curry or deliciousness that replenishes AP. But we'll tell you more about that later on. So here's gonna be a couple representatives. It says, yeah, when it comes to servant leveling up, QP and mats are always going to be a rough time. So you always want to try to join in a box event or anything you can farm in ASAP. It says, yeah, if you don't know what a box event is, that box event is a gimmick that you can farm your, play the game, exchange ticket for mats, QPs, and etc. And by using those QPs and resources, you can distribute it to your servants to your desire. It's a really nice way to obtain things quicker. There's more things to prioritize, but other than boxes, like any event that has a welfare servant, highly recommend joining in and try to MP5. It's like, if you don't know, yeah, like some of the events you get free 4 stars. Finish the story and you get that permanent and get it MP5. Like, it's real. They're powerful, super strong. Highly recommended. And then we're doing like a lot of evocation festivals and whatnot. And so we'll be able to get servants that we couldn't get way back then. Now they're coming back to visit us. It's pretty awesome. It says, yeah, there's about 9 servants right now that we would never have gotten without the servant evocation festive sequence. So now we're little by little bringing them back into the flow so everybody can enjoy themselves. And we even tweak them to an extent, of course. You guys, how about it so far? Did you guys learn anything? It says, yeah, I got it. It looked like a textbook's teaching, and I enjoyed it quite a lot, and I've learned more about FGO. It says, yeah, man, definitely, we might need a manual book, for sure. It says, you definitely want to remember it, Mr. Gordolf, as the director-in-chief. Here, we're going to the part now. We're going to be reading comment section of what I wanted to learn about before going into FGO. It says Command Seal, watching anime, I thought it was so important that I didn't use it. I didn't know that Command Seal recovers 1 a day, so when it comes to continuing or using Noble Phantasm on the spot, I kept thinking to myself, Harsh and the struggle. So if you don't know, in the game, you recover 1 Command Seal a day. So you could kind of refill it and use it kind of willy-nilly to an extent, but not at the same time. Learning how to use your Command Seal early in the game definitely will be a game changer for you guys. Whether it's to refresh the fight to start over, or if not, losing one Command Seal in order to buff up a servant to finish a battle. It's a very important thing, but it does replenish. So using it wisely can definitely change the outcome of your flow of the game. I says, please be careful. No matter how much and how strong, how far you level up Kid Gil will not evolve into Adult Gil. It is not Pokemon. This is Gilgamesh has many different forms. He's one had the kid form and the OG form. Unfortunately, if you level up the 3-star Gil, he's not gonna evolve into Gilgamesh the 5-star. It doesn't work that way. And Alexander does not turn into Iskandar as well, so make sure you guys be careful of that. They do not evolve. He says, yeah, now that you say about it, that's quite right. We do... It says, yeah, when battle finishes, there are voices, there are circumstances, stage maps, and effects that you'll never able to get to hear. So make sure you have your music and noise unmuted to continue. It says, yeah, that's a dangerous thing. It's essentially saying don't play the game muted because you might miss out on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity effects that, And so yeah, make sure you guys listen to victory voices of everybody at least once, It's like, I don't think there's a lot of people, It says, yeah, we did do some voice, victory. So if you guys could hear, like, the victory cries, that'd be nice. I said, some of them you just can't get back. It's like, are you serious? It'd be like, wow, really? One time listening? Oh, that's kind of amazing. Like for instance, you might have like a manner mode, right? Like what you're kind of playing it inside the train, thinking of others. You might miss like a crucial effect or like some BGM that you might not be able to hear ever again because it's just an original remix of that specific fight. And so we highly recommend headphones and not yeah, don't miss out. It says the story is very strong and very connected. Comparing to other games, you have to prepare your heart and your logic. It says yeah, we can't say too much about it, but it does go very strong in every direction, emotionally and metaphorically. It says yeah, your heart's gonna definitely move, right? But sometimes like Golfu, saves the day and the way he does his thing. Like Gordolf is such a great character, and I'm glad you're voice acting. And I'd be like, I'll. It says, yeah, Gordolf is such a great character. I'm like, wait, yeah. It says, I don't think I can catch up. There's way too much words for me to catch up from zero to there, right? But it says, yeah, you got an amazing adventure book waiting for you if you're starting this little charade. My God, it must be so hot there. They're just sweating gold. Last but not least, I just want you guys to learn one thing, and one thing that's super important. It's just make faves, right? That is the most important out of them all. Make your faves and push them. It says it right there. I specifically wrote this. It is specifically signed by me. It's been 5 million years, but it's very important to create your faves, your favorite, your Oshi, right? It says you gotta pressurize them. You gotta love them. It says I'm Janu Daraku. My Oshi is Janu Daraku. She's my bae. She's my best. So if you guys are using Jalter, she's taken care of. It says you gotta have a feeling that says it's mine. Have that property, and not really property, but just kind of able to say it's my favorite, my Oshi, my even have a territorial and degeneracy meanings to everything. You'll definitely find a servant that you'll love. We have a lot of servants after all. And while you're going through the adventures, you'll definitely appreciate every single one of the characters in different aspects and different conversations in different form. So it's okay. I'll be putting that in my notes. Make a favorite and go for it. It says I heard the voice actor Gareth is children and muscle from the last live stream. Yeah. It says, yeah, you're already everybody's thinking of a couple of servants right off the bat, no problem. So I'm just excited of what kind of servant that you're going to be liking. It says FGO is such a variant and high quality in, like different types of characters that you can find your favorite so fast and so quickly. It says, yeah, it's easy to learn that once you find your favorite and want to level them up, you'll realize that you want to level yourself up too. So that'll keep each other fueling to the point that next thing you know, you're doing a perfectly good job being a master. We're gonna say final wording. I'm gonna be giving it to Mr. Godorfu, aka make your favorites. Mr. Gordolf, I sincerely believe by looking at this, it says, yeah, I'll praise it. I'll look at it every day. Make a favorite. Yes. Of course. It's like, do you have any types, girls, anybody that you would like to have? It's like Miss Tanaka and Miss Kuwara, like you two, wonderful ladies. Oh, of course. So Midicris and Valkyrie, they're very awesome. Simultaneously Gareth as well. It says, yeah, if you will enjoy our characters as well and have fun. It says, can I get the character's name again? Nidicris and Valkyrie. Valkyrie. I've got it memoed. And Gareth, I memoed it. I got it. And I'm gonna make them my faves, or try to. Last but not least, can we get a final words from you three? Did FGO's amazingness affect you? It says, I got it. I got it. It's essentially this corner is just a DJ corner, right? So this concludes the teachings of teaching a newbie, right? Lesson 1. Yeah, it's an anniversary, so there's only gonna be lesson 1. So if everybody can get a final word from all of you. Last but not least. Yeah. Mr. Tsuruoka. Thank you guys so much for coming. Greatly appreciate it as always in this hot, crazy weather. You know, as festive as getting wilder than last year. I'm so happy to be here once again. You know, like I miss this. You know, this awesome venue and people rumbling around enjoying the single video game. And then let's enjoy this more. We got more to come, so thank you guys so much for coming. Greatly appreciate it. Hope to see you more soon. It says, I didn't think that this stage is going to be crazy as such. And we got to learn more about FGO too. The fact that, yeah, I now know what I need to do and what I can do to be more efficient. And I'm very happy. I'll be continuing to move up my story at my own pace. And hopefully you enjoy Gareth. And continue to play the game as well. So sincerely, thank you so much for coming in today. Last but not least, Mr. Maruoka. It says it's time for me to turn on my FGO application and day 1 to move forward. It says, you know, the best wording, the make my favorite. I will use that to my advantage and go forward into the adventure of FGO. Take my first step in. It says, man, this is an 8th year. Like, it's... if you think about it, man, it's quite a long time, an amazing feat that we've gone this far, you know? Like, thinking myself from the very beginning, if I were to have a, you know, like, if I was a very newbie, you know, to get these amazing quotes and amazing hints and trips and, you know, tips is kind of amazing. And then the fact that I was able to support everybody here in the chat, it was a great privilege and honor. So those of you guys are watching online, those who are watching right now in IRL venue, make sure you guys, you know, accept friend requests, support the newbies. It says, yeah, make sure you guys fill your craft essence, your support slots, so you guys can have most fun as you can. And once again, guys, thank you guys so much for coming in this crazy hot weather. Last but not least, Mr. Gordolf. Can we get a word of encouragement? Final word. It says, I'll be closing this little venue up. It's a... It says, yeah, make sure you guys write everything on the report that you've heard today. The class is adjourned. All right, that concludes the stage, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. Greatly appreciate it. Bye-bye. It's just a, you know, it was just a good old degenerate live stream. It says, thank you, Sensei. Thank you, Sensei. Thank you, guys. It's just your L classic, how to play FGO action. Of course, it was TLDR. It was a little scuffed. It was a little cranky. It is what it is. I'm not gonna lie to you. This was like the 100% filler episode. I think they could have put anything here, but I think in order for the voice actor Gordolf to get used to this stage, they made a stage for him like this.